Aries, you are both the fire's warmth and the winter's frigid embrace. It is in the dark that you will find your health and happiness. Let's do it. Hello, beautiful souls. Thank you guys so much for joining me here and welcome to my table. If you're new here, hello, my name is Zachary. It's nice to meet you. And if you're returning, it's good to see you guys again. Pull up a chair, my friends. I did save you a seat. So, my Aries friends and friends of Aries, welcome, welcome. I am getting back to doing the signs here this month. So, thank you all for your patience. Let's get right into it. I do have some messages here from meditation. We'll get into oracle cards and tarot. So, Aries, the first thing that came through here was you're on the right track. So, love to hear that. You're on the right track. The next thing that came through is actually that there are no real winners or losers, but you do deserve a reward. So, also love to hear that. I'm interested to get into what's going on here. It feels like, well, we'll get further into the message here. Number 7 came in here too. So, this feels like whatever this reward is, 7 is a highly spiritual number. It's also luck, something very lucky. Maybe there is something financial coming in. This feels like a bit of a spiritual reward, though, too. When I say reward, this is something that you've earned. There's something you've done here that makes this possible to receive. So the next thing I was shown was this kind of cottage in a forest covered in snow kind of scene. Um, there was a warm fire glow on the inside, though, in the windows. So this is where I took that. You are both the fire's warmth and glow there on the inside of this cottage, and also that frigid winter on the outside. It was this interesting, dichotomy of that cold and that warmth. Interested to get into this a little bit further here too. Moving into oracle cards here. So I feel like we are looking at this duality component here right now. I feel like some of you are feeling like with that winners and losers coming through, there should be a winner or loser in some situation, whether you're feeling that way about yourself or someone else, things that are going on around you here. It feels like we're being brought back to this message of remembering something a little bit beyond that kind of division. And this is where this reward, whatever this is exists. So, Wild Unknown Archetype deck is what I felt called to work with first. And the first card that came through is the Mother. The Mother. This is the Great Mother, the Feminine, and the Source. So what I get from this is like the Mother archetype, she both creates and then also clings to that which she creates. So there's a bit of a difficulty in releasing whatever it is that she's also created. This dual nature, light and dark of the feminine, there's the light and dark of the masculine as well. I feel like we're talking about the light and the dark as one experience right now. We had the one come through here next. This is non-duality, one love, and unus mundus. What I get from this is all duality is fading away. From non-duality, we come into this experience of duality, and then we return to non-duality. Everything, the unus mundus is the circle representing this infinite nature of experience or existence. The next card that I pulled here was from the Urban Crow Oracle. Night is what came through. This is where in the dark you'll find your health and happiness. So this card in particular, we are talking about the nighttime as night comes. This is the dark, also the feminine, the shadow. The dark aspects, everything growing in the dark. At the end of the day, we have an opportunity to go over our day, to process what's happened, what hasn't happened, what little things maybe can we let go of. Petty squabbles, the book talks about. Maybe you are going through a petty squabble of some sort right now. Who isn't, right? We're all human. This also talks about sleep hygiene, being very important to create a routine for sleep. Maybe you're struggling with sleep. Maybe you have narcolepsy yourself, like me. Sleep hygiene is always something that's very important for all of us, but it also feels like dreams, something in the form of dreams is coming through, processing wise. That scene that came through with the cottage and the snow felt very dream-like. So this could be a scene specific to somebody as well. Um, could be that's interesting. Message from somebody, could be, I'm getting like grandmother, grandfather here, like a painting. That's interesting. Maybe somebody had a painting here. Message coming through in dreams. This even feels like a little bit of a dream dream coming at you. Coming at you here too. Well, mother, grandmother here as well. Let's get into it a little bit further, you guys. I'm interested to see what this reward is. I am going to use the Wild Unknown animal deck here to start. Can we get into this message a little bit further, please, for Spirit, for Aries? Can we get some information on the general, a little further into the message? What do we need to know? What do we need to know for Aries right now? Okay, so the deer comes through. Very interesting. The deer is the divine feminine principle, mother archetype. It's this energy. And so in meditation, I kind of got this feeling of like the birth is coming, happening. Like we're moving past this point of the winter, the calm, the pause, where things die. I mean, we're moving through Scorpio season into Sagittarius here next, where things have ended and then things are now starting to begin. It kind of feels like this moment of cleaving from whatever it is that created us. This could be literally a parent, a mother here, grandmother, whatever that feminine archetype was that was a part of your upbringing or not, right? We take on that role ourselves at some point, both masculine and feminine, reparenting that inner child kind of gig. It feels like we're cleaving. We're moving from something, like I said, we're that warmth inside of something that has become cold on the outside, and it's time to move past that or to come inside back into that warmth so that we can move back out again, just like plants do in the winter. Okay, what is it that we need right now? What does Aries need right now, please, Spirit? In this message. The snake. Hey, looks like an Unus Mundus here too. That's circular, cyclical nature of everything. So this is an interesting card to come through. What do we need? As we're talking about the reward, there is a powerful spiritual creative energy that is a part of the snake here. And there's a bit of a time factor to this too. The book recommends or warns of that. Like there is an immediacy, an urgency to whatever's going on right now. What is it? Check your books. Check your books. Interesting. What books? I don't feel like that's necessarily for everyone. Check your books. Rabbit here at the bottom. This was at the bottom on the first shuffle here too. This is fear. Okay, whatever this winter is, not necessarily represents, whatever this winter is that you're going through, the snow has fallen, things have died, have decayed around. There's a reminder here that you are still that fire, Aries. That life, that passion, that drive is still inside of you, no matter how cold it gets on the outside. And this could be you too. Maybe you're going through a transformation. Maybe you've got that resting bitch face, right? I know I do. I know I do. Maybe there's a colder experience or exterior for yourself too that you're noticing or other people are noticing. There's a reminder though that no matter how cold it's getting on the outside here, you still have that drive, motivation, power, life force energy inside of you. I can see it in the windows, okay? We'll get into that a little bit further here too. What is it that Aries needs to release right now, please? What does Aries need to let go of? Back to the rabbit, you guys. Interesting. So there's a huge note of fear right now, specifically around what it is that you're speaking about your fear and who may be listening to that, okay? Not that we're ignoring the things that we're afraid of, but to be cautious about maybe leaning too far into what you fear. You never know who may be listening, okay? the unicorn and what needs to be released here. This is the third eye. Future sight is what I'm getting from this. Doubt, okay? Especially with the rabbit being there too. Feels like we're in a bit of a cold, dark night, okay? Oh yeah. Okay. The warmth of the mother, yes. So being in the uterus here, we can't see, right? We can't see what's going on around us here. It's dark. We may not even know that there is life or what is coming next is there until that looks a lot like a birth canal right there. Until birth happens. The baby's coming. Interesting. So there's a need to release fear and anxiety towards what it is that you are. Okay, this is what I'm getting. There's a preparation here of the brain trying to figure out what is coming next. Because there may be so many factors up in the air right now, you may be reaching for the most obscure possibility, which makes sense, especially if there's been a lot of scary shit that's happened in your life, right? To remember here, to come back to this 11:11 on the timer, to come back to this present moment, to not reach too far out there, to be cautious about which of those fears that you are speaking. Okay, I do feel called to pull one of these, not the Citadel, what is this called? What is this deck? Talisman Oracle. One more here for the message for Aries, and we'll move forward. Willpower. Yes. Not to like strong arm yourself, but to remind yourself that you have the strength and the power to get through whatever it is this winter represents for you right now. Okay, Aries? I love you. I love you, Aries. All right. Let's get into tarot, you guys. Which deck do we want to do? Curious Travels. Love it. For Aries, please, we'll get started on this. Hopes and Dreams is what we're going to start with here at the bottom of this deck. I do use 2 decks here. Wheel of Fortune here to start. Some sort of fatalistic change, you guys. Oh, got my deck all... my fingers, oh my God. Luck improving, though. We were talking about a reward here. This doesn't feel like a very pleasant time, though. Justice, there certainly is a rebalancing, or you may feel like you're walking a tightrope, so to speak. One step at a time, okay? One step at a time. Not to look too far into the future. Yeah, this feels like a bit of a trap. 8 of Pentacles. So, work, the passion we put towards our work. Hopes and dreams here. I do feel like there is maybe some financial expectation or hope toward as far as this reward goes. I did say that at the beginning. This could be financial number 7 here, luck. We make our own luck here, though. This is something that you've earned, you've worked towards. If this is financial for you, please be aware that you're almost there and to not give up on, this is something you've been working to manifest, whether it's a new position at work, a raise, a new job, what have you. Keep your eye on the prize. That passion is still there. Yes, this candle here is standing out to me. That fire and that drive is still there. Take a break if you need to. Don't give up on yourself. One step at a time. Second deck here. Catacorn. Yes, love it. We'll do fear and aversion as well for Aries, please. Spirit. 8 of Pentacles here at the split. This definitely has to do with work for a lot of you. And the Hermit here at the bottom as well. The Hermit reminds us to take one step at a time. We may only be able to see the next step in front of us. One step at a time, okay? And have faith in that. You are being protected always, well protected and guided. All right, fear and aversion here, please, for Aries. One step at a time, but that foot hurts. Okay. What does that mean? You don't want to take that step. Well, be brave, my child. You can do this. Okay, you don't want to take that step. The Tower, being your fear and aversion. So, understandable, my Aries friends. The Tower is not always the most delightful energy, but don't be afraid of the Tower either. So we're looking at something coming to perhaps even a violent end or a transition. I'm brought back here to the Unus Mundus as we're talking about the one. An ending is only a beginning. They're literally, it doesn't even skip a beat, right? I'm getting this. So the fear here is there is a change that's happening, something that is major, shifting. And the fear here is that you're just falling. It's just violence and upheaval. But what you're not seeing about the situation is that it's actually a form of releasing you from some sort of prison. There's a prison break energy to this. The chains have been broken. Interesting. Interesting. Yeah, this could have something to do with work. You guys like maybe losing a job, shifting a position you weren't expecting, but it's moving you toward something that you are actually manifesting or this reward that you deserve. Could even just be a better environment as we're talking about nighttime, health and happiness. You deserve to be in a situation where you are respected and treated well, right? Both what you're paid and how you're treated. If these chains weren't broken as the tower came down, you would be stuck in this fiery mess, is what I'm getting. Have faith, okay? Don't look too far into the future. This is what you need to release. Your expectations of the outcome are not correct, is what I'm getting. Okay, more into this message here, please. King of Swords. King of Swords here. So I do feel like there's a need to come into the heart a bit. There's a bit too much in the mind. The mind is taking over logically because something's happening. If the tower's coming through here as the fear, that's understandable, Aries. Take what it is that you're seeing, though, and don't magnify it, but allow it to be a part of the puzzle. Allow it to be a part of the conversation that's happening at night that you're processing, but don't let it keep you awake because you need that sleep too. What I'm getting here is his left hand is open here. You're not receiving through the mind this reward. Tell me more, please. Queen of Swords too. Goodness. King and Queen of Swords. So Queen of Swords coming through here too. There is truth. There's a lot of focus on the truth and this air energy of the mind, the thoughts, whatever's going around. The Queen of Swords here is taking into consideration emotion, though. She's leaning into truth, but she's not letting it dominate the entire situation like maybe the King of Swords would. I feel like we're really heavy in the head right now, which is helpful to a degree, but not at nighttime specifically is what I'm getting. What, a little bit of advice on that, please, for Aries Spirit. Ask your angels. Seek the divine. The angels want to support you. Self-limiting beliefs, negative thoughts are creating a roadblock in your life. So exactly that, yes. Whatever your access to divinity looks like here, tap into that. This is done through the heart. Come back to this place of unity, okay? You are not separate from whatever's happening around you, and whatever's happening around you is not separate from you. Okay. Let's look at the good stuff, okay? More into this reward type thing. Ooh. Y'all, okay. The Lovers comes through. Love this. So could be romantic for some of you. I don't really feel like this is a love reading specifically. This is a decision, though. You're at a crossroads of some sort. Whether you have intentionally put yourself there, the universe, source, God has put you here because you've asked for this to some degree. What I'm getting is there is a need to have faith, to trust that you are at this crossroads for a reason. The elephants on this imagery too, I think of Ganesha, obliterating an obstacle, a reward being present, you guys. There are no winners or losers. I love this. There are no winners or losers. Okay. But you do deserve a reward. So whatever this choice looks like, the one choice that's actually needing to be made is to take that one step at a time, to trust, to have faith that you're exactly where you need to be and you're making the correct decision, that maybe there aren't any correct decisions. I know that's tricky to step away from to a degree, but that's what I'm getting here. This is getting you to this reward. This eye is standing out to me here too, because we had that in what you need to release. So a new sight coming through, seeing something a little bit differently. Yes, seeing something a little bit differently. The Hangman. Seeing something differently, you guys. It's a shift of perspective. 2020. 2020 on the timer too. Perfect vision, you guys. Ooh. So this reward, it does feel like there could be a financial component, like I said, for some of you here. This has something to do with the way you're seeing something, though. Which, I mean, our perspective is such a large part of how we experience everything in our life. Can you tell me a little bit more about that, this reward here with the sight and such? Page of Pentacles, Tower here at the bottom too. So I do take this with that combination as this is more of a prison break, you guys, rather than something coming to an end and you're just shit out of luck, right? Page of Pentacles coming through here. Earth magic is something. Oh, I got a new puppy, you guys. Probably covered in dog hair right now. I will show her off one of these days. My little Sophie, she's a sweetheart, little corgi pup. So Page of Pentacles, though. This reward or this gift, a form of balance here, connection to the earth. Learning something new, something that and this feels very work related, like an ascension in the career path, taking something that you've already been experiencing and improving upon that, making that better. Love that journey for you, Aries. Anything else here in the good stuff, please? For Aries. Ooh, celebration. Good times come from hard work, time spent in good company. Getting to where you deserve to be. Energy activation, connect to the divine through meditation or prayer. And I do see that with this Page of Pentacles standing on one foot here. Finding that balance, maybe even getting outside and connecting with the earth, okay, with nature. Have some nature time. If you're feeling disconnected, then go connect. Ask for guidance on what that next step looks like. Because it's not about like multiple steps in front of you, like I said. This is a tricky space, y'all. I get it. Tricky space. Your season is coming. Your season is coming, totally. Speaking of what is coming that we may not see? Ooh. Y'all, this is great. Okay, 2 of Cups. That snake imagery here too, and what it is that we need. So the timing component of something feels connected to somebody else. The 2 of Cups is a meeting, is a connection. This could be romance, like I said, with the lovers coming in. Could be romance for some of you. You don't see a partner coming in. This is a partner of romance, of business, friendship. Could be many things. As we're talking about work in particular, seeing the forest through the trees or the trees through the forest, however that goes. If you're too focused on something out in the distance right now, there's something coming forward in the form of a person, connection, communication, an opportunity that you may miss. This is why you're taking this a step at a time. But this is not where you want to be. This is where the fear also resides. That cold and that warmth, that duality. Be brave. Hold the warmth. The coldness outside is not going to defeat that power of your fire, Aries. And both of these snakes have fire on their tails too. On their tails. Ooh, okay. What else here and what we don't see coming for Aries? 4 of Wands. All right. This is a major achievement, you guys. Something you have been working towards. Crossing a major threshold here. Could be a marriage for some of you too. Could be. This could be a bit of a love reading, you guys. Passion. Something that you feel good about doing, producing. Not for the sake of like having value through production, but something that you want to put into the world here. One of these here. 24 on the timer. What else here and what we don't see coming, please? The Pilgrim. Interesting. The thread here too. This feels like it's a part of a greater experience, but this is step 1. The Pilgrim. Like a pilgrimage is kind of what's coming to mind here, but somebody who's coming from a place that you wouldn't expect. Stay present. Stay present, you guys. Anything else here in what we don't see coming, please, Spirit? For Aries, be open to change. Yes. Be receptive to new experiences. Change leads to growth. This very much feels like there's a request to loosen your grip or on control or what you think something ought to be. And this is why you're also releasing that vision into the future here. Lean into the warmth of birth. You're being born. You're being born, Aries. This is not a comfortable situation. Willpower, yeah. Find a wallet to bite. Let's look at your challenge here at this time for Aries, please. The Travelers. Interesting, you guys. This is specific to this deck here, the Curious Travels. This is about traveling the world. Since we had the Pilgrim come through here and being open to change, meeting somebody, this could be meeting somebody like you traveling or somebody coming into your area here. Allow yourself. So the issue here is allowing yourself to get out of your routine enough where it's still safe. Because I mean, what I get from that, there could be issues of finances, that many different practical things. Allow yourself to be in new spaces. Two of Swords comes through here as well to clarify your difficulty or challenge. You are feeling stuck here. Maybe it is a financial issue. What I see, if that's the case, like allowing yourself to go out, take a walk somewhere where you wouldn't normally. Allow yourself to be seen in some way. And take the earbuds out. Allow yourself to connect with people. Tell me more about this travel, please. The Travelers. King of Swords again. 10 of Swords here at the bottom too. Whatever this fear towards the Tower is, something changing. There's a lot of fear towards pain. But or the pain of birth here. The pain, the pain of this birth is triggering you to the pain of another death. Okay, no, I get that. King of Swords here, clarifying the Traveler's card here, though. We had the King of Swords come through in the general, too. Don't overthink it, you guys. What I'm getting is somebody is offering up an opportunity, a plan. Maybe you're somebody who doesn't do well giving up control over the details of something. Allow yourself to give up a little bit of control because this is leading you somewhere you want to go. Okay. Last piece here on this message. Curious about the reward if they allow themselves to open up here. Release, accept, and reflect. Whatever this painful death was here, if you can allow yourself to release, you're also allowing yourself to accept this gift. With reflect coming through here too, that magnification of the divine feminine, taking something and turning it into something much greater. I'm gonna pull a Medicine Heart Oracle here to close this message off, Aries. Last piece here for Aries. Beauty of Ib. Love. Ooh. Love is the heart's divine elixir and a trustworthy presence capable of attracting every good and needed thing. Partake of this medicinal soul tonic within, attuning to its sweetness and relaxing into its generosity. The vibration of your heart is manifesting your salvation now through its magnetic magic, which so often supersedes logic. Hey, embrace your heart and your path with love and positive expectations. So yes, we had two King of Swords come through here. Get out of the head, y'all. Get into the heart, because this is pulling towards you, whether this is money as a reward, love, connection. This is pulling what it is that you want towards you. Be not afraid. You can do this. Okay. I love you, Aries. Thank you guys so much for being here. And I hope this message is helpful. Until next time, please take care of yourselves, and I'll see you all very soon. Be well.